Hello guys, I'm gonna make this very quick. I just wanted to say that I just realized something, and as a believer, you know certain things, but you don't know everything. So I just want to say that this morning when I was, going to work, this just came to mind, that it's either you're governed by God or you are governed by the devil. It's either you do good or you do bad. There's nothing in between. And I think, once you're in a relationship and you go through so many challenges and so many trials, and you experience more bad, the person who's inflicting pain is governed by the devil, because we don't wrestle with the flesh. We wrestle with the things of the world, which is wickedness, is the prince of darkness, it is high principalities, it is just the dark world. Hello Zamagutle. Hello, thank you for joining, Zamagutle. And it really hit home, today, because we all go through experiences that, we don't anticipate. But I did realize that in a relationship, whoever inflicts pain is governed by the enemy, is governed by the devil. Unaware, guys. In life, don't blame the flesh for hurting you, or for disappointing you, or for breaking your heart. Nah, I don't think a person who is loving themselves or loves themselves can actually inflict pain on the next person unless they are really governed by the devil. And when I say governed, I mean they are unconsciously and unaware, led by the spirit of Lucifer. You have to be strong in spirit. You have to be strong in the word. You have to be aware. It's important that your spirit is activated when it comes to these things. And I must say that I am grateful that my spirit, is like that and is aware of specific fights or specific arguments that, I encounter with my partner. And I immediately go to Matthew's 5:1-11. It just explains to you how the enemy attacks you and how the enemy can attack your relationship, and how you take the experience of the word into your life, So I just want to say, I'm just going to keep this short. It's either you're governed by God or you're governed by Lucifer. There's nothing in between. Nothing in between. And I'm governed by God. And I know that, whatever fight a good Christian goes through and a faithful Christian goes through, there's always a reward. There's always a reward. Oh, what's that? And it's a pity, because the person who is inflicting pain also has a reward, except for that reward is not going to be so friendly. It's going to be a lesson. It's going to be a punishment. It's going to be a realization. It's going to be a recall. It's going to be, I'm going to put you still until you get it right. And for the person who is in good books with God and in faith with God, and also faithful to their partner, they are the ones who go through the most praying or the most prayerful period of their time. It just doesn't stop. Prayer doesn't stop, guys. The enemy doesn't stop. And I think sometimes we forget that the enemy is attacking and we are not aware because we feel like we are in a good place or in a good space. You know, there's no need to be worrying about anything. But I just realized that when you are out of touch with the word and you're out of touch in prayer, the devil is just right before you, and he's going to pick the weakest link in your family, in your relationship. You know, he's just going to pick the weakest link. And we're not saying that, I'm not saying that the weakest link is weak, but I am saying that the weakest link, his faith is not so active, so it is easy for the enemy to attack the weakest link. Just hold on, guys. I am at work and I'm gonna finish now. Month-end stats. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope you guys take this day as a very governable. I hope I said that correctly. I hope today you are governed by God and not the enemy. And I hope you guys get back into prayer. Whoever that is lacking in prayer, guys, I'm here. If anybody wants to pray, I'm here. Send me a DM and we can talk about prayer and what goes on in prayer and what goes on in relationships, because honestly, guys, we are either governed by the devil or God. Hello, Lehlohonolo and AC Millicent. Hello, guys. Thanks for joining. You know, I was just, to sum it up, I was just talking about how we are governed either by God or by Lucifer, and how the person that, you know, inflicts pain is governed by the devil, but not necessarily that person himself, but the spirit of that person is governed by the devil. And, you know, just the devil just picks the weakest link. I believe that we are all strong to a certain point, but I also believe that there are other people who are stronger in spirit that are able to conquer the enemy. And those that are not strong in spirit, they are the weak ones. They are the ones that the enemy attacks the most, and they are the ones being used by the enemy to inflict pain. Guys, this thing is not the flesh. Do not blame your partner for being the way he or she is. Like, it does not help, because you're going to war after the flesh. But, you know, initially we are not warring after the flesh. We war after the things of darkness, wicked things, and high principality, and just a life of darkness that doesn't want you to prosper. So, you know, if you are going through a period where you feel like there is an attack happening in your life, whether it's at work, whether it's in your relationship, I'm here, guys. We can talk it out, we can pray it out, we can share it, we can multiply this session of you know, spiritual warfare, because I encounter spiritual warfare every single day, and I mean every single day. It's no joke. It's no joke at all. So, oops, sorry, somebody's coming in. Work. Anyway, I do encounter a lot of spiritual attacks, and when they come, I don't get scared. I don't cry anymore. I don't get stressed anymore. I immediately recognize the devil, and I literally speak directly to the devil himself. You know, you can be fighting with your partner, but speak to that spirit that is in your partner, that is inflicting pain on you, that is trying to hurt you, that is trying to break you, that is trying to do something bad to you. Speak to it directly within or in that time of argument. That is the best time to attack the enemy. So guys, today is a good day. It's a Tuesday, and I'm choosing to be governed by God, and hopefully you guys have chosen to be governed by God. Enjoy the rest of your day. Send me a DM, if you are going through a challenge, we can pray it out. I'm here, guys. That's what I do. Cheers.